What's up? What's up, people? Okay, to do this quick live. I gotta find my camera. I hate this car shit, but I'm running as always. So I want to do a quick live. Um, First, let me just say this. Been getting a lot of messages. You haven't spoken. You haven't responded to polite. Yada yada yada. First of all, I told you guys from the beginning. This wasn't a war. This is not a debate. And I'm not a YouTuber. Secondly, I don't have a Pavlovian response. I do not respond to anyone. I'm not here for that. Okay. Secondly, I respond to lies and bullshit. Like, if you guys couldn't see that shit a mile of fucking way, then I can't help you with that. I mean, because that level of dumb is just beyond me. I'm gonna do an update video, but I can't tell you what I'm doing right now when it comes to polite. You gotta understand that I gotta move in silence, right? I can't telegraph my moves, but believe that I'm working. Believe. Now with this government shutdown, that's not helping none, right? Because I'm dealing with government officials. So, things sometimes get hung up. But also understand this about me. Know I was an investigator before I was a prosecutor. I was an investigator. That means I know how to find out information. That's the shit I do. Before I was a lawyer, I was an investigator. Then I was a prosecutor. As part of being a prosecutor, I was in the investigations. I investigated criminal organizations. I wrote wiretaps, shit like that. Right. So trust me, when you are quiet, that's when motherfuckers need to be on guard. They should be more concerned when you are quiet. So there is a method to my madness. You all just need to understand that I know what the fuck I'm doing. I know how to catch a criminal. Um, Let me say this. I've never extorted anyone in my whole goddamn life. I don't have to. I don't need to. That's not who I am. This man defamed me. He slandered my name, and I am filing a federal lawsuit. I told you that. I have no problems telling you about how I'm moving with regard to that. I'm filing a federal lawsuit in the Central District of California, where he lives, because we have what's called diversity jurisdiction, mine being a New York resident, him being a California resident, which gets us in the federal court as long as our matter exceeds $75,000, the controversy. And it does. Okay, so I'll see him in court. Now, here's the thing. What I always tell you guys to be quiet because you don't know the import of your words, right? So when you say a certain thing, you don't know what that means to the learned ear, right? Understand this. When you heard him say, she called me and she asked for my lawyer, this is how dumb he is. You just admitted, one, that you received a message from me, right? You acknowledged that you received it, and contained in that message was a cease and desist. So you acknowledge that you received a cease and desist. And I ask you for your attorney's information because that's what people who have lawyers do, right? If you have a lawyer, you say, call my lawyer. I'm going to call my lawyer. This is some shit I'm not dealing with. I don't have to deal with this. If you want to sue me, call my lawyer, right? And so that's what I said. Tell me, you keep mentioning that you have all these people. You got a lawyer and you've got a fund manager, and these people are fictitious people that don't exist, right? That's why he's laughing. Like, send me the lawyer's information, right? So I can send over my federal complaint. That way I don't got to chase you around the country to serve you this lawsuit. Unless that's what the game you want to play. You want to duck service? Let's see. Let's see if he comes on to respond, because that's what stupid people do. All right. Happy New Year's to you too, fam. Let me just say one more thing. Let me say this about this extortion bullshit. If you were paying attention, and of course I was, you would have realized that this young man, Reggie, who I never met, who is not one of the many, many, many people whose information I have regarding monies that they've sent to Polite for the purpose of investment, and then just never heard from him again, or he stopped responding, or he just took their money and run. I never had a Reggie on my list, and I have a list. I have a whole motherfucking chart, okay, with a list of all of the people who sent money, who they sent the money to, what state it was, the date it happened. I'm gonna make this shit really easy for whoever's investigating this, for the agents that's investigating. Because I remember when I was investigating shit, how it would have been easy if somebody would have cataloged this shit for me. That way it'd be easy. Here, just I already cataloged everything. Detroit, Virginia, New York, California, Pennsylvania. These are all the states. Okay. Now, Polite said he had you on the ropes, Queen. Revolutionary, whoever you are, if you still listening to anything that Polite says, then you're a dumbass. So go with that. Go with that. Really. Nothing that comes out of his mouth is true. So he got on the phone. He recorded this young man, which is illegal because, yeah, he is a car nut. It's illegal in California. It's a two-party state. One, you just committed a crime. You committed a crime and you telegraphed it to everyone. Okay. You illegally recorded this young man without his consent. Now, I had never spoken to this young man. And what you didn't hear, you didn't hear that young man say anything about Ike. He didn't. And in fact, what he was doing was relaying his experience with Polite that happened a year ago before I was even involved. In fact, Polite seems to have found the one person whose money he took, who he returned. The one person. The one person. Now, here's the question. Why did it take you 9 months to repay that money? Right? Why did it take you 9 months to repay that young man's $15,000? But this is going to get so much better. He claims that he later found out that the money wasn't legit money, right? Maybe some of it was drug money, which sounds specious anyway, because you claim that you didn't know that, and it still took you 9 months, right? And so then you gave the money back because you didn't want to launder money. You didn't want to be a part of a criminal enterprise. Okay, that's all well and good. Where the fuck is Kenyatta Hayes' money? Kenyatta Hayes is the $70,000 victim of Brother Polite. To date, Brother Polite has paid back 24,000. Let's not conflate the two. These are two different cases. Reginald, I never had his case. He never contacted me. He never said to me, if he doesn't pay me back, we're going to go live, blah, 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 because he had already been paid back. He wasn't even on my radar. Never heard of him. Okay? So let's not conflate the two. Let's not let this motherfucker try to act like I had anything to do with that case. He knows I didn't. Right? And when I sent him the cease and desist, and when I do a video on this, I'll show you the text message he sent me. Brother Polite, can you deny that? Do you deny that you said that you would do a clarification video? You know, like a clarification video like you did when it came to the condominiums that you said you were a part of from the inception, including the zoning that you later had to come back and say, I had nothing to do with that. See what had happened was. Get the fuck out of here. Ain't nobody fucking stupid. We saw you at that site. We saw you say all of that shit was new covenant. All of it was you, all the way from the zoning and the planning and how much trouble you had while you were trying to do the planning because it was such a new type of concept that they didn't know how to handle it. We remember the video, right? We remember. And then when the brother who actually was involved in the planning and the sister who actually was in part of the nonprofit, when they called you out, how you blocked them, you block everybody, right? That's how you respond to motherfuckers. You just block them, right? And he had to go public and let people know that you were not a part of that yeah, same shit here, that you try to conflate issues. So this Reggie cat, you got him on the phone and you didn't let people hear what he had to say, and so then you turned the narrative around and you made it seem like he had called you recently and said, I'm gonna go public if you don't pay me more money. Nigga, that shit happened a year ago and Ike wasn't involved with it, and you knew that. And so you said you were going to do a clarification video, but since I remained silent, you felt like, let me just keep going. Let me keep going. Let me make up some more shit, right? This is the basis of my defamation of character, my slander complaint. You suggested that I was part of some sort of extortion, or you suggested I was part of a murder plot. You suggested that I was a drug addict. You suggested that I was mentally ill, that I was bipolar. Motherfucker, that's called defamation per se, right? And let me tell you the difference, because somebody gonna say, well, Ike, you made allegations against him. If anyone, if he had a lawyer, he would know this. The only defense to defamation, whether that is libel or slander, is the motherfucking truth. The only defense is the motherfucking truth. And I got the receipts. I got the receipts. I showed you the receipts. This motherfucker don't have no receipts. Ike's not an extortionist. Ike doesn't is not a part of a murder plot. Ike's not a drug addict. Ike doesn't have mental illness. None of that is true. None of it. And so that's why I will see you in federal court. So I hope you do have a lawyer. Okay? Because if you, I promise you, I'm not letting this one go. I'm going to see you in federal court. I will pay someone to track you the fuck down so that you will be served. You will be served. And if you don't, you don't. Trust me, you can't run, right? Because if you don't, if you run and I can't serve you, I'll just get permission from the court to put your shit in a newspaper. It's called publication, and that will be deemed service. And then if you don't reply, I'll just get a default judgment against you, and I will make sure that you never get another wire transfer from any would be victim. I make sure that they will never, ever, ever be able to send you shit electronically. Okay. So there's ways. So, if I can get the government to move on this, and they're moving, so it's not just me. Um, yeah, you're gonna get got. I'm not playing because you hurt these people. You hurt my people. My people are hurt. And you got these videos of you and your daughter and the things that you get to do with your daughter. You robbed people of an opportunity to do the same shit with their daughter, to do the same shit with their sons. Okay? You robbed people of that opportunity, and then you got the audacity, the temerity, this you imperious son of a bitch, to get on the video and engage with your child in ways that you have denied people to engage with theirs. Fuck out of here. That's disgusting. Now, and so in recent videos, when I say, and y'all can thank Ike for this, I do see that he has changed a little bit, right? He's talking more about things that have less to do with materiality and money and all of that dumb shit, because money is his god. um he's doing less of that and a little bit more of what you all think is teaching. He's doing a little more of that, I believe. I saw him going around and delivering his books because his I guess his team was on vacation, whatever. I don't really give a fuck. The damage has been done. The people that are hurt. And the people that are out their money still need their money. Where is Kenyatta Hayes's $46,000? That's the only question I have for you. Now, if you want to say that, oh, you know what, Kenyatta, I don't, the 70,000, I pay back 24. That's all he's entitled to because, what you gonna say? The money didn't come from what I told you it came from. What he represented it came from his wife's her grandfather passed away. This was money that was left to her. um are you disputing that? Even if the money was dirty money, wouldn't you have returned it? Because we've heard that you say you don't want to deal with people who give you dirty money. So even if it was dirty money, you should have returned it by now, right? So we over a year past the time where you were supposed to have paid this young man back his money. Go watch Constructing a Lie. Not only go watch that, you know what's a good one? Uh, what was it? The Dark Side of Polite. I saw that one. The Dark Side. There's somebody doing the Dark Side videos. Yo, that shit was amazing. Did you see like the old Polite with the dashiki and the hairline back here? Salute, salute. Where's that motherfucker? Where's the dude? Where's he? He probably telling Mayweather sign your X on the stick. No, no. You know what? Word had it that maybe Mayweather was gonna lend. Yeah, CD Fury. Yes, please, everyone, go to the CD Fury. I shared that video because the part at the end when he shows Polite at the cargo minium, and then he shows him try to explain away how that shit is classic, classic. Oh, yeah, I'm going a little back and forth, but let me just say one thing. When it comes to Sonetta, when it came to the $70,000 kid, this was back in April. Remember when Sonetta went off and was like, Polite, you a scammer. I know the truth. And he was going in and he told y'all the truth about Polite's cards. All them shits is rented. Y'all heard that? Listen, I just repeated the shit that Sonetta said because Sonetta was like, yo, they use your clips. That's dope. Well, I hope you ain't mad because those were some good clips. Um, Sonetta's a snake too. I'm not here to defend Sonetta. Only thing I do want to say is that when this came up with the Kenyatta kid, the 70,000, I did ask Sonetta. I said, listen, don't blow him up because he has agreed to pay him back. And so I wanted to give him an opportunity to make right, to do the right thing because as a community, and he said this, he said, Sa was right to call me out, right? If Sa was right to call you out, then I'm right to call you out because this is the same shit This is the same type of scamming shit. So if Sa was right to call you out then, I'm right to call you out now because I asked Sa, don't put him on blast on this one because we've reached an understanding where he has agreed to pay this person back. Okay? So let's give him an opportunity to do the right thing. And that's what we did for a year. Okay, I don't want y'all to think that I'm some type of snitch bitch where I'm just like, run to the white man because the white man can resolve all of our problems. Not at all. Right? The first thing I did was come to the community. I went to Sonetta. I went to Dennis Byron, the person who introduced me to Polite. I went to these people and I'm like, please, somebody's got to account for this. This ain't right, right? Okay, and so th- that's why Sonetta fell back off of the story because I was the one who asked him to, based on the agreement that Polite and Juliet Small Amanet entered into to pay Kenyatta Hayes and his fiance, girlfriend, baby mother, her money back. And this woman was pregnant at the time. So every time you see Polite spending time with his daughter, make sure that on these, I know that he deletes these comments, but we need to keep them coming. What about all the other people who want to spend time with their kids, right? But you got their money, so they can't really do the same shit with their kids because you have their money. You know what I'm saying? So y'all don't think for one second that because I have not responded to dumb shit that I'm not responding to dumb shit. But understand that there's a difference between a reaction and a response, and I don't react. I just don't. When I was 20 and I used to react. That's some pop off shit. I'm a pop off. Okay? That's a reaction. I don't react anymore. I respond. Okay? And when you respond, you must contemplate. It takes time. Okay? And all of the things that I'm engaging in takes time. All right? Takes time. I'm methodical in the shit that I'm doing. All right? If you paying attention and if you listening, then you should be able to hear and see through bullshit. All right, I'm not here for the bullshit. Secondly, I took my videos down. Let me just tell y'all this, because I'm not a YouTuber. I don't play games. I'm a lawyer. So sometimes I do things to see how other people will respond. Think about that for a second. Think about that for a second. Sometimes you have to do things to see how other people will respond. And so I took my videos down because I was trying to determine whether or not Michael Nowak, Brother Polite, claims whether he was legitimately a grieved person, right? He claimed that I extorted him, so he would be legitimately aggrieved to go on and complain about that extortion, except that extortion was made up and only done in response to my videos to try to discredit what I was saying. And so when I took my videos down, it was simply to see if he would take his down. I didn't request that he took his videos down. He took his videos down, and that just showed me that the only reason he put them up was to discredit me and what I was saying, not because he was a legitimately aggrieved person, because he's not. All of the shit that he said is fabricated and designed to distract you from the truth of what's going on, and that is that he still owes a lot of people a lot of money. Okay, y'all just pay attention. All right, I'm not out here. I told y'all from the very beginning I'm not a YouTuber. I also took the videos down too so that I could demonstrate to you all that I don't give a fuck about no views. I told y'all from the gate. This motherfucker want to go around telling y'all that I have a failing business. I have a failing business while I sit in my 2018 BMW. Right. I got a failing business. I have a home. I don't rent, but I got a failing business. My man has a BMW too. I'm my failing business. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I don't got to do that. I don't got to do that. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. So that was to demonstrate to you that I don't really give a fuck about these views. This shit, I don't need a YouTube check. I don't need a YouTube motherfucking check. I don't depend on that. So you're never going to get me to respond in that way. If I see y'all put some dumb shit on my on my YouTube channel, I get the notification, I just delete them. You know how easy it is to just hit remove? Just remove. And it's like you were never there. So seriously, come on, man. I'm here. I'm here because I have a duty. The duty of a civilized person. right? Y'all know my history. Y'all know my foundation. That never changes, right? I know what my duty is to teach. And in this incarnation, I'm a healer. This is one of the ways that I heal. And no one will ever cause me to be other than myself. No one. Okay? So I just wanted to get on here so you all will know that in the new year I'm still moving. I don't move sideways. I'm not a fucking crab. All right? So yeah. Uh the countdown is on. So it's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. A scared person will hurt you. A scared person. Yeah, well, hurt people, right? And so him trying to malign my character, which only makes him look that desperate because of all the people whose characters you could try to malign. I'm the last one. Now, let me just give you one word on Young Pharaoh. I didn't appear on Young Pharaoh's channel. Young Pharaoh appeared on mine. He offered to give me his platform so that I could reach as many people as possible. I didn't co-sign anything with Young Pharaoh. I like him. I'm not gonna forget. I don't know much about him. I think he's a funny character, um, and he has a good following. But I don't know much more than that. I know people say he's been scamming too, and apparently that's just the label that they put on everyone. Someone called me a scammer, so I really don't really know what to do with that, right? Because I know for a fact that I'm not a scammer. I know for a fact that not one person that has ever watched any video could ever say I sent Ike some money and she didn't do what for. I don't even gotta finish that. None of y'all, because you ain't sending me shit. I have had people offer to send me money and I have turned it down. Okay, the young man Kenyatta was on my channel. He told y'all he offered to pay me and I turned him down. I said no, no. Okay, I'm not money hungry. I don't do this for the money. Okay, I do this because I know that whatever I put in the universe, it comes back. It comes back, and I deal with energy. I deal with energy. Okay, I deal with energy, and I know that the energy I put out comes back. Has nothing to do with money. Has nothing to do with money. Okay, nothing at all. Why P done shit to people too? I'm sure, but you know what? I'm not the designated community, a conscious community. Get the scammers. Like that's not who I am. Okay, I'm dealing with this brother polite situation for the reasons that I've already articulated. Okay, the brother, Young Pharaoh, reached out to me, one because he had been a victim of brother polite as well, and because he had 140,000 subscribers to my what, seven, I don't know, 7,000 subscribers, if I have that, 8,000. Okay, and when you're trying to get something out about someone, excuse me, it really doesn't matter how you do it. You just want it to reach as many people as possible so that they don't become victims as well. All right. Okay. All right. I see some personal questions. No, I do not practice in Georgia. I actually, maybe one day I could. Georgia does have reciprocity with New York. Okay. And so I could go get admitted in Georgia. I've actually considered doing that. I know Polite is watching. He's always watching. I'm sure he's watching. I'm sure Sonetta's watching. I'm sure. And it, Polite, just pay the people back. That's all. This is not. It ain't personal because I really don't care anything about you. I really don't. I don't like you as a person. I think that you have corrupted yourself, um, and you don't know how to find your way back. Um, and there's always a way back because we are forgiving people, but you have to do that with your heart in your hands and have some level of contrition that I have never seen before. And I don't know that you have it. Polite's here, line not watching. Oh, I needed a laugh. Oh my God. I needed a laugh too, you know. Oh, okay. How old am I? I'm gonna be 47 this year. Okay, I'm gonna be 47, so I am 46 right now. No, I am not single. I am happily. I didn't see that, but I know that is coming. Was a potential wife. That was never Uncle Shug. That was never, ever. Um, an option, a consideration, a concern, or anything. I don't practice in Connecticut. Let me make this easy. I only practice in New York. Okay, I only practice in New York, and I only practice criminal law. But I do teach other law. I teach real estate. I teach civil law. I teach employment law. I teach a number of different areas of law in college for college students. So I do teach a lot of other areas of law. I do not do tax law either. Oh, you look amazing. Thank you, Apple Baby. I appreciate that. You know the black don't crack. I'm trying to keep the black from cracking. I just came back from the doctor. My potassium levels are too high. I don't know why. You need SEO. Listen, y'all. I told y'all I'm old. I don't even know what SEO stands for. What stocks do you invest in? Any tips? Um, Right now, I wouldn't. I'm really shaky on the market. A lot of people are looking into some of the penny marijuana stocks. I'm not the person to tell you about the stock market. I'm not even gonna tell you. I've got all my shit in some really conservative growth shit. Like, don't splurge on shit. Look, because I'm 47. I ain't got time, right? If you're younger, you're 20, and you have room. You can play. You can suffer some losses and wait for the market to recover. But for some of us, we can't do that. So I'm not. I'm definitely not the one. Did you take? Why did you? Okay, Apple baby, you're gonna have to go back, sweetie, because I already spoke on the video, and I'm okay. I'm okay with people thinking they won. Like, what am I supposed to do with that? Should I care? Like, if he wants to go around skipping, I won. I beat Ike. That's cool. God, that's what you call a Pyrrhic victory. Pyrrhic victory. Look it up. It's not spelled. It does. It's not spelled the way it sounds. Pyrrhic. I think it's Pyrrric. Pyrrhic victory. Right. That's a Pyrrhic victory. Look that up. Could someone legally citizen arrest polite? I saw that on Young Pharaoh's channel. I thought that was hilarious. You could try to affect the citizen's arrest. I don't think it would be. It wouldn't work though. It wouldn't be observed by the law. Um, so I couldn't see all the comments. And listen, I know that there are plenty. I don't have a moderator on. Like, I'm learning that I need a mod. I don't have a mod yet. Um, he's not a U.S. citizen. Oh, don't tell me that. Yeah. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Can you sue your lawyer for not representing you correctly? Okay, Olivia, you can sue a lawyer for malpractice. if if you can establish the malpractice, which is probably more difficult than you think it is. I heard he was Nigerian. Yeah, I heard he grew up in Brooklyn too, so I really don't know. I don't know what his immigration status is. Well, Aminet's weave have to testify. Y'all ain't right. Y'all stupid. I can't with y'all. Can you help? Can you help with a real estate attorney? If it's in New York, I can. I'm also a broker. I'm a real estate broker here in New York. I don't really do much in the real estate. Actually going to change that this year. I'm actually just renewing my broker's license because I'm going to start. I told y'all I'm about the streams of income. I'm about to start another stream of income. That's why I keep, y'all, this YouTube shit. I come on YouTube because so many of us don't have access to a lawyer. That's why I'm here. Because I want you to have access to some things that other people take for granted. They have access. They can pick up the phone and they can say, "Yo, listen, I was thinking about doing this deal. What do you think about that?" Right? And someone can give them, 10 words that could change their outcome for the rest of that year. Right? So I see Tariq Nasheed tweeting some dumb shit. Anyway, I'm not really concerned with him. I'm just waiting to see what happens with this hidden colors thing, because if he's got polite on hidden colors, then I'm calling for us to boycott that shit, and I'm saying that shit right now. But yeah, so this is why I do it, because some people are questioning questioning um my motivation, questioning why would a lawyer even concern herself with that? Like, why do you all think that you guys are not worth the concern? Hmm? Do you think my people are not worth the concern? Come on, man. Don't ever do that. My email address, Sean. You can hit me at Ike Speaks. IKIESPEAKS. Ike Speaks at gmail.com. Ike Speaks at gmail.com. People aren't used to others caring. I agree. You know what, Pimp 1979? I think that is not only do they not believe it, it's just so much distrust amongst us in this community that people can't, they just can't fathom that someone just is doing shit out of concern, out of the goodness of their heart, because they really care about our people. That's it. That's really all it is. Like, I'm not getting nothing from this. I really don't. I appreciate you. I appreciate those of you who appreciate me and recognize that I got something to offer. Right. My next video, um, Polite trying to get Victoria. I heard Victoria bounced. I heard Victoria was like, no, no, y'all not gonna get me in this shit. Yeah, because I got receipts where money was sent to her. That makes you a part of it. That makes you part of the whole fraud scheme. You enjoyed the proceeds of the crime, right? And so, I'm sorry. That's why I don't look at the comments, because I got ADD like a motherfucker. I'll be like, but yeah, so and it really does bother me. One of the things that really hurts is when people challenge my authenticity. You challenge my motivations. You challenge, like I've never asked anyone for anything. Never, never. Mel P, she going down too. You can kiss my whole ass. You could kiss my whole ass. Somebody block that person for me, because I can't do it. I don't even know if I can feel like it. You know what I'm saying? I really don't feel like it. I'm somebody's mother. You realize that my kids are gonna watch these fucking comments? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna subject. I don't have to subject myself to this, right? Because I might have the fortitude to go through all of this, right? But my people may not. You know what I'm saying? My man don't like to look at these fucking comments where half of y'all talking about you look like a man. I done pushed 3 kids into the world, so I don't give a fuck what I look like. I got the right parts. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. That's crazy. I don't got time for that. All right. Anyway. Oh, she didn't mean you. I appreciate that. I don't. That's why I try not to read the comments, because they come in crazy, and then like, my dude will be like, "Baby, you missed the comment about X, Y, and Z. That was a good one," and I'll be like, "Sorry, okay." Um, exposed him years ago and went back to Dick riding him. Yeah, like that's a problem. That's a problem too. But now, so just to update before I end this, Sonetta, after the Reggie shit happened, Sonetta did. I reached out to Sonetta. I said, give the young boy a platform so that he can clarify this bullshit. And he was like, I don't want nothing to do with it. He wouldn't bring Reggie on. And he promised again that he would not have Brother Polite on his platform anymore. And so let's make sure that Sonetta holds to that, because even Brother Polite said he was right for doing that. And so let's make sure that he does that, because we don't want him to have a platform where some other person might come in and say, and not know and not be aware of his dealings in the past, and they then submit money to him and lose money, and then they are, can't do shit with their kids or whatnot. I'm sorry I missed that. Okay, so my next video, I wanted to talk about the young girl, the 16-year-old girl who was charged with murder, for when the police killed her boyfriend. Um, that's my next video. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about felony murder, and some of the comments and things that have been going on. I did some statements from her mother, and from other witnesses who have a different account than what the police say, that this supposed robbery gone bad, where the police actually killed this young man and then subsequently went and arrested the girlfriend who was present at the scene at the time, and charged her with the murder. So yeah, yeah, that happened. And she didn't actually kill this kid. They know the police actually killed the kid, but they're charging her under the theory of felony murder. So we got to talk a little bit about that. And I want to talk about how that happens, how that could happen, and maybe how that can be prevented. All right. Daryl Bay Polite said if he could take everybody. He can't take me. Oh, Dennis Byron. Let me just say one more thing. Dennis Byron is a good friend of mine. He actually did a video um, dispensing or dispelling in some of so much of what Polite said about me and this whole extortion shit. Because Dennis knows I don't move sideways. Like I'm not a crab. I told y'all that. And so he did a video. I believe. what channel was that? There was another channel that did a interview with Reggie, and they played the video. And I think Dennis had the video taken down. So that I don't know, that kind of felt weird to me, because I thought you did the video so that you could let people know to counter what your nephew said about me. Um, and so he has a video recording Polite. Hold on. And Aminette in the club freak dancing, and you can see Aminette's bare titties hanging out. Well, that's unfortunate. And Victoria spelled with a Y. It's VY. Victoria. That's me at Al Shabazz. Dennis, that's you? I got files. Somebody gotta say this shit. Well, I saw that then Dennis took his video down, or at least he flagged somebody's channel who showed his video. I don't know all the specifics, but um Ike, you are a fine sister. Thank you. Goddamn. Can I get a little love? Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I do. That I do. Uh, yeah, it's kind of hard out here on the girls. Y'all killing me. You said the young girl was pregnant. Okay, let me go back really quickly. Kenyatta Haynes is the guy who gave Polite $70,000. At the time he did that, his fiance, whose money, whose money it was. It was her money. Her grandfather had given her that money when he passed away, right? Left that money for her. It was her money. She was pregnant at the time. And part of the lure that Polite used was, I'm gonna get you off the clock, right? That's what he tells everyone. I'm gonna show you how to get off the clock, right? And so that you can abandon your 9 to 5, and you can, work for yourself, and it all sounds good because that's what everybody wants to do, right? Okay, so that's what happened. And so they went on. They have a newborn baby, and all this time, this is one of the things that I use to try to appeal to Polite. Like, this man has a kid on the way, right? And I have the entire WhatsApp conversation. Um, I'll be happy to share that with you, between Polite and myself, where I'm explaining to him that this is wire fraud. You and your wife are on the hook for wire fraud if you don't pay this money back. And if you don't pay the money back, I have no problem of reporting this to the U.S. Attorney's Office and the FBI. 100%. Right? And then like a week later, there was a check for $6,000. Because if you recall what Laquan said on that audio that I played, he said, the only way this gonna move is if you get the white man on him, right? Because and so when I threatened, that's when some of the money came through. But again, like I said, we only got 24 out of 70,000. So we still need $46,000. Where's the $46,000? And then, you want to hang out with Floyd Mayweather, maybe he could loan you a couple $100,000 so you could pay these people back. And then, hopefully you don't go to prison. But if you don't pay the people back, then I don't give a fuck if you spend all of your natural life in prison. And that pretty little girl will come visit her mother and her father in jail. And you did that. You did that, Brother Polite. You did that. Aminette, you did that. You did that to yourself. And when you look at your daughter across from them little fucking tables, remember that you did that. Respond to the criticism you were prosecuting and sending black men to jail. How do you square that with your Okay, first of all, I was a prosecutor. And if you're a prosecutor in the criminal justice system, inevitably you are going to be dealing with more black people than any other people. But where else can I learn to be a badass defense attorney? And if you have not seen the if you have not watched The Spook Who Sat by the Door, go watch that and then come back and ask me, was I a prosecutor? Because if I had not been a prosecutor, I would not be able to do the things that I do today. Let me also say this. Sure, I did prosecute black men. I prosecuted white men, prosecuted Hispanic men, and whatever. But I promise you that I prosecuted less black men than Polite has scammed. Let's go. Let's stop right there. I have prosecuted less black men than Polite has scammed. I wait for that. Oh, wait on that. Right? Secondly, don't act like some of y'all don't act like y'all don't know a couple motherfuckers who deserve to be in jail. I could think of a few right motherfucking now. You know what I'm saying? So understand that I there are some things that you have to do. My teachings, I just saw somebody put something up there about the 5% nation. I always was taught to take the best part, right? Take the best part. And so when I was a prosecutor, I took the best parts and I left. And now I use the best parts to get our people um out of jail. Now, last thing I want to say, I keep saying last thing, and I keep thinking of other things. This motherfucker was the video he did. Some video talking about was extortion and murder legal, and then I think he was going to suggest that I was part of a murder plot or something like that. And then I saw that CD Fury video of the Dark Side of Polite, and in that video he was talking about a time where he had shot someone in the face, and then he has the nickname Cavity. Motherfucker, what? Wait, wait, is murder legal? Right? And here's how you know that some of this shit sounds made up. I'm gonna tell you some things sound contrived. Again, to the learned ear. Because if you go back and you watch that video, he says, I was charged with murder. And yeah, then they drop that down to attempted murder. That happens when the motherfucker you kill comes back to life. They wouldn't charge you with no motherfucking murder and then change that to attempted murder like they made a mistake that the motherfucker was dead, but he's not really dead, or you didn't kill him, you tried to kill somebody. Get the fuck out of here. That shit don't even make sense. Okay? It doesn't even what we call have the ring of truth. Right? That just sounds like you trying to sound tough when you're not. All right. But the truth, the fact of the matter that you would admit that you shot a black man in the face and walked around with the name Cavity as if extortion and murder was legal. Like, motherfucker, you don't have a leg to stand on. Don't come for me. You feel me? Don't come for me. Pay these people back their money because that's the only thing you got. We've been over this before. This is not a debate. This is not a war. All right? And I ain't a motherfucking YouTuber. So you kiss my ass with all that bullshit. I ain't extort you. I ain't a ridiculous weed smoker. I don't have mental health issues, and my business is great. All of my businesses are great. I have a couple of them, and more to come. Anyway, he was a Crip mixed with the Bloods. Well, all I know is when I heard on that call when the dude was like, "You was a Crip, right?" He was like, "I'm a teacher." You was a Crip. I was a teacher. Yet every text message I got, when you spell the word king, you spell it with a C. Why is that? Why are you spelling C? Why are you spelling king that traditionally spelled with a K? Why are you spelling it with a C? Hmm? Why? Oh, okay. He a bloody crip? He a bloody crip. He a bloody crip at the book out. Anyway, listen, you know what? I had to do this video because I was tired of y'all putting shit on my page. Like, why you so quiet? Why you so quiet? And I was just like, don't they know real G's move in silence? What the fuck is going on? Anyway, all right. So now y'all know where I'm at with it, okay? And I'll be back with some updates. But we're gonna talk about law because that's what this channel is for. Okay, the channel is about law, and we need to get back to that so that we could all have a great 2019. We can keep ourselves safe, we can keep our children safe, and we can move accordingly. Okay, we can govern ourselves accordingly, and that's what's most important. We've got 9-year-old kids who are committing suicide, right? We got to do better. We got to do better. We need to be able to deal with what's going on in our homes. We got to deal with what's going on with our kids in school, and we don't have time for distractions and petty infighting. We really don't. We really don't. Okay. um so I want to say happy new year. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. And I want to say Happy New Year to everyone who's on here. And please share the video so people could stop asking me why I've been quiet. All right. All right. All right, family. That's it. I gotta go in the house and find and takes. I can't take potassium. My shit is too high. Figure out. I gotta do some research on why my potassium is too high. If anybody knows, hit me up. Let me know. Let me know. Don't tell me to take black seed oil. I'm already fucking taking everything. All right. All right, fam. It's your girl Ike here. I love you. I really do. I really do. I wouldn't do this shit. I wouldn't subject myself to this shit if I didn't. I really do. All right, fam. Govern yourselves accordingly. Ike speaks. Peace.